sure if she is a survivor or a trophy wife who killed her husband in cold blood.
My client will not be posting bail.
What about what's good for Chanel?
I know for a fact that if we don't follow the right plan, we lose.
Well, I suggest you take some of that bass out your voice, homie.
Congratulations, heading into a season 2, always exciting, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the work that you guys are doing, especially at the start of this season, is intense. But it makes sense given what Jax has gone through, especially in the finale, right? And it deals a lot with mental health. And I kind of wanted to start with that, Emayatzy, about that journey and playing kind of the PTSD of it all, and kind of what Jax, the fundamental changes that happened to her character because of last season.
Yeah, Jax is really trying to figure out, who am I now as a result of what happened? She's such a self-assured, confident, clear-headed kind of woman, and this trauma has now affected that. And she's not certain, can she trust her own instincts? There were things that she missed. How could she have missed that? So there's a lot of inner work that Jax is doing coming into the season. And that was like a welcome challenge, but also a very scary thing to do, because you have to be willing to be vulnerable and go to those places, after having gone through such a traumatic experience. But I think that only makes the character richer and adds even more dimension to a woman who's already multidimensional.
Well, one of the issues that we're dealing with in this season is domestic violence. Domestic violence is one of those things that it hides in plain sight, and it affects not only the people who are involved, but the people around you. So Jax is dealing not only with the trauma she had in the first season, but this trauma in the second season. So, that type of issue affects your storytelling in so many different ways. But Jax can't be the boss she was in the first season because of what she just went through. She's repairing in this season. But how is she going to, one of the themes of this season is self-care. How's she going to take care of herself when the world is going crazy around her? So that's one of the things that we're juggling this season.
From the high of the finale, this really takes it down. We're doing a lot of couples therapy. We're talking about work-life balance, which I love. But in terms of the arc of season 2, what can you tease about what we can expect? Because, like I said, I am nervous about where it can go.
You should be nervous.
Oh no,
you should
really?
Be nervous. You should be nervous. Well, I really appreciate that at the top of the season we sort of take some time to sort of set the atmosphere. We're going to be talking about some really heavy things, not only that lean toward, Chanel's situation that we learn more about in her home life, but also the complexity of Jax's marriage. So I really appreciate the pacing, the different, how we started off, because it's let's start here, but please know that we're about to accelerate.
Yeah, if you thought Jax's marriage was complex in season 1, no. Season 2 will show you how complex it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
How it can be, yes.
There was one scene. Do you remember when we were doing that table read and we were watching? There was something happening in the marriage, and we both were like, "What?
Oh,
He did
yeah.
what?"
Yeah.
Yelling at the paper.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Cool. I'm gonna need both of your characters then.
Buckle
Sounds like during the ride. Yeah.
Right. Well, as far as Jax and Lewis's relationship concerned, obviously a big question is what is it that's worth saving, based off where we left at the end of season 1 and everything that happened. And I would say, for Lewis' perspective, right now, when you're in those types of situations, everything is worth saving, but you don't know where to start. So it's what's the thing? What's not the place that I believe Lewis should start, but what's the most impactful place that he can start, that Lewis can start, that's beneficial to both him and Jax and their family. So it's beginning to shift away from this puzzle piece that I'm on and really trying to understand the larger effort that we're trying to kind of continue to keep together. And so for me, the mental health part of that is how do you reconcile being right and being wrong in your own mind at the same time, but also still being true with the person that you're with.
Yeah, there's a lot of great takeaways from even those moments about like keeping score and all that stuff. So I'm excited to see how.
See how she said yes. Exactly.
You're doing it right now.
We're doing it right now. And if you have it's 1-0 right now. If you haven't been keeping score. No.
I love it.
Buckle in. It's going to be a ride. There's a lot of exciting things that are going on. Morris Chestnut comes in the office. What does that mean? I don't know, you guys, you know. And what's going to happen with the marriage and all these stuff? There's some twists and turns in that. What is it? I don't know. I can't tell you guys. But I would say I think people are going to be happy with it. But some people are going to be yelling at their screen, too. That's all I can say.
I want to win just as much as you do.
I'm not gonna stop. We make a great team. You don't want to be with me, but you can't stop me from loving you.
I'm the best lawyer you've ever worked with.
Always bet on Jax.